Hey guys, welcome back, and today we are going to be on one of our last speed killer videos, and we're going to be talking all about postural issues. So in any athletic movement, not just pitching, okay, you'll probably hear the term stacking or vertical stacking a lot, and it's so important. Basically, it means for pitching, as you're getting ready to deliver the pitch, we need to be tall and level, okay? The head needs to be on top of the shoulders need to be on top of the hips need to be on top of the knees need to be on top of the feet, tall and vertically stacked. This makes sure that we have good front-side resistance. It makes sure that our arm is on the correct arm path, and it makes sure that we can deliver that pitch without anything getting in the way, without the arm getting behind the body, and without anything, the throw zone, breaking down. Unfortunately, vertical stacking takes a lot of core strength, a lot of glute engagement to keep the hips under the shoulders, to keep the upper body tall, and especially after we're coming off the rubber, okay? So when we're loading on the rubber, we're not tall and stacked, which we're not supposed to be because we want to get a sprinter's-like load for a really explosive push off the rubber. But as soon as we push off the rubber and get into that reach part of the pitch, we want to be tall and stacked. Okay, hips need to extend and go forward and get under the shoulders, and we need to get the upper body tall and slightly back over the back foot, and that's how we need to be for the remainder of the pitch. Unfortunately, like I said, that takes a lot of core strength, glute strength, hip stability, and especially younger pitchers or even older pitchers who have either not been taught the correct mechanics from the start or who have never done things like strength and conditioning, don't have strength in these areas. And a lot of times what we can see are things like upper body going forward, but now I've broken down my front side resistance, which we know from an earlier video takes away power, or bending across the power line, which as we know can get the arm behind the body. It makes us lift the ball as we stand up. It can cause lunging, okay? All these things break down front side resistance. We're not vertically stacked, okay? And they break down our throw zone. So that's the other thing about speed, guys. Speed is great. And it's important, especially if you want to play at a high level. But pitching is unique in that not only are we expected to throw hard, but we're also expected to command a 17-inch square that is the strike zone. So I don't care if you're throwing 75 miles an hour. If you can't hit the strike zone at all, you're going to be sitting on the bench in the first inning. Okay, I remember watching a pitcher one time that everyone claimed like, oh my gosh, she's 14, she's throwing 65 miles an hour. She threw 19 balls in a row and was sitting on the bench before the end of the first inning. Doesn't matter how hard you throw. Okay, that's not to hate on that pitcher. It's just a fact. If you can't command your spots, if you can't command your locations, if you can't hit the strike zone, doesn't matter how hard you throw, okay? So putting all these mechanics together, okay, and talking about all these things that kill speed, it's also important to remember that they kill command as well because they break down our throw zone, okay? So postural issues are one of the biggest things that kill speed and kill command. So very important to work with your young pitchers on feeling what hip extension feels like into the reach so that they're getting tall right off the bat. And then when they land, engaging the core, engaging the hips so that we're in a nice stacked power K position and we can deliver with good front side resistance and good posture for optimal speed and command of that 17-inch square. All right, guys, so far this has been my Speed Killer series. I'm sure I will come out with more in the future, but again, pitching is very variable and unique to each pitcher. The things we've talked about are just things that we know just based on looking at other athletic movements that can contribute to decreases in speed. So these are all things to be aware of, but again, every pitcher is different. I'm sure I will come out with more Speed Killer videos for you guys in the future, but I will have more come out for you guys in the future anyway, and I hope you guys have found this series helpful so far, and I will talk to you next time.